With a cat and stunner shades and a golden hair. Super Saiyan, he ain't playing when they hit the air. He mile high, fly.
We'll be going live here soon.
Wanna be over the voodoo. If it's popping and it's passionate, he bumping over judo. I know that singing others praises kind of freaking cuckoo, but this brother's like no other, so I had to make sure that you knew how to.
I'm bringing the energy. I'm bringing the energy. I'm bringing the energy.
Bring it.
All right. Okay, we got the lights. We got everything going down. I brought the oranges in town. I got the apple. Got the water.
Awesome. You're
I'm ready
set.
to go. I'm ready for this. All right, here we go. Boom, guys, what is up? I am so excited to be here. We have an amazing guest today. Hope you call your friends and family and tell them, hey, an amazing podcast just dropped. We are available on all podcast platforms. I'm talking about Spotify, iHeart, YouTube, Apple, all the above. Guys, 5-star review on Apple and Spotify. Let's run it up. Thank you guys so much. God bless. Woo! Nice. That's the intro right there. So I'm going to say, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, welcome. And then after I do a quick shout out to my website, and then I do a quick prayer, and then I bring you back in.
Okay.
Sweet. Meirav, let's do it. Meirav, let's go. Here we go. Let me bring the volume back up. On 3, 2, 1. Welcome, best friends. Welcome, listeners all around the world. Shout out to the millions and millions watching right now, tuning in right now. I am your host, Ariel, Ariel. Boom. I am so excited to be here. Today is January 26th. We have an incredible show. We have an exciting show, guys. So let's get straight to it. I want to welcome our guest today. She's a power hitter. She's a powerhouse. She's a big time right now. Let me bring her in right now. She is a one-woman comedic show that was premiered in November 2017. She's an actor, comedian. She does a lot, guys. Let me bring her in right now, all the way from Georgia. I give you Meirav. Woo!
Woo!
Oh my gosh. Finally, you can come on the show.
Yes, we did it.
My goodness. Yo, Colorado is loving this right now. So tell us about Georgia. What's going down?
Awesome. Georgia is not as cold as Colorado.
Oh. What are we looking at? We're looking at 50s right now?
I guess. I mean, it's cold for me. I'm wearing I'm sure in Denver, it would Colorado is going to be like for me, like I just wouldn't leave the house, but got to put on like 4 coats to be in Colorado.
Yeah. That's what I'm exactly doing today. I got a big red coat. I have this Eddie Bauer coat, and then I have this sweater on, and then I have a sweater under that. So yeah.
You just have to layer it. And then that's how you are for the whole winter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, so have you been to Denver?
No, I really want to go though, but not in winter.
Hey, I'm the same way for Chicago. I do not like to go to Illinois, Chicago in the winter, but in the summer, I'll be there. Oh my gosh, summertime.
Yes.
It's a whole different.
I think Colorado in the summer is awesome, right?
Oh man, it's so cool here. I love it. I'm about to go snowboarding and sledding this weekend. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love doing that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that the most I've done was I went down a hill, a snowy hill, and one of those like bowl-looking things when you spin out and then you just fly somewhere. I've done that.
Okay.
And that was it. When I was little, that was it.
Was that back where you grew up?
I grew up in Atlanta, but when I was even younger, it was in Minnesota, and they got some snow there. So yeah, I did that. And then that was enough for me. That was my snow cap.
Oh my gosh. Yo, so all I gotta say is shout out to Minnesota, Atlanta, and Georgia. Shout out to the cities that are listening right now too. And I'm so grateful. So before we get into our guests, Meirav, you know what I got to do? I got to do the self promo because that's what pays the bills. So here we go, guys. You guys already know what we got to do. Pull out your phones, your iPads, your computers, tell your friends and family. So here we go. The best way to support the pussy. Meirav knows what's up. The best way to support the podcast is by going to Here we go. ArielENT.com. ArielENT.com is the best way to support me and this podcast and my music. Got the music, the podcast, my photography, my merchandise, guys. You can book me online. People are booking me right now to perform on people's voicemails. They'll just say, hey, can you just leave a voicemail for this person? And they'll book me. Guys, it's amazing. ArielENT.com. You guys can, I'm going to start putting like book me for a prayer or anything like that for encouragement, motivation. You can book me and I'll give you a call. Yeah, guys, it's legit. It's blowing up. ArielENT.com. All right. Another great way to support me is by going to my YouTube channel. Legit, guys. ArielENT.com. Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. We hit 277 subscribers. I'm repeating again, 277 subscribers, 277 subscribers today. Woo! I am so excited. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, I remember I started with 0 subscribers, and this is all working hard. When you see the subscribers here, guys, that's me working hard. That's ArielENT.com, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, available on all podcast platforms. 5-star review on Spotify and Apple. Thank you guys so much. Boom. All right. Oh yeah, the links are down below for the Apple and for Apple Cash, PayPal, Venmo. The links are down below. Thank you guys for the love donation. I love doing this, guys. So thank you so much. It helps me pay the bills. It helps me put gas in the car to get here to the studio. So thank you guys so much. Here we go. This is the prayer of the day, January 26th. Let's go. Here we go. I want to say thank you, God, our guardian dear, to whom God love commits us here. Ever this day and night, be at our side to light and guard, to rule and guide. I want to say thank you, God, for having Meirav on the show. To all the millions and millions of listeners listening right now, thank you, God, for our perfect health, food, and shelter. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Glory to God. Amen. Boom. That's what I do. I just give thanks, and many opportunities come to my life. So that's how we do it, guys. We're on the same harmony right now. Let me bring up the volume because I'm about to turn up right now to our guest. I'm going to hand it over. I'm going to be quiet. So here we go. I am so excited to hear her about her light in the background and what she does. Here we go. Meirav, tell us who you are and where we can follow you. Boom.
Awesome. First of all, thank you so much for having me. You are so cool. I'm so excited. I'm fanning out right now.
Yo, that's what's up.
So yeah, I am a creator and performer and producer and director and writer and comedian and all that stuff. Kind of, I do a little bit of everything. My core is improv and performing and comedy. You can follow me at Inconceivable Show on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and on Twitter. I'm Inconceivable because that's all it'll let me do. It cut me off. And yeah, that's basically it. So Inconceivable is my my one-woman show on, like, it's one particular show, although I've done many others, but that's probably that's the most recent one, so it's the easiest one to follow me on. And yeah, you'll see like parts of the show and also a lot of other comedic little tidbits that I do.
Super cool. That is awesome. Creator, performer, improv, comedian, all the above. Link in the bio. True story. Let's go. So you, oh man, let's just get straight to it because you do so much. I want to talk about it all.
I just want to add about my light in the background. That was me attempting to match you because I know your podcast, and I said, oh my gosh, I have to have a matching room. But I don't have that. So this is the best I got. I got a strobe colorful light.
Yo, we love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. That's all I gotta say. Awesome. That is super cool. What do you use that light? What do you use the light for? When you watch movies or what?
It is not even mine. I borrowed it. But I'm owning it as if it's mine for now.
Yo,
so
shout out.
Now I can give it a whole backstory. I can make it up right now if you want.
Hey, so shout out to the person that let you borrow it.
Yes, awesome. Shout out. It's my family, my daughter, my sweet. She gave it to me. She let me borrow it. but
Hey,
only temporary. It's her thing, so I'll give it back to her.
hey, that's super cool. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I want to get straight to everybody go follow our guest today because it's gonna be amazing, guys. Right now on the Instagram, it's Inconceivable Show, Inconceivable Show, Inconceivable Show on the Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, share, save, follow, guys. Check out her Instagram. And then while you're there, hit up her link. Her link will take her straight to her shows, tickets, photos, and video reviews, what she's featured in. I checked that all out, guys. So here we go. I got it right here. Here we go. Inconceivable, the totally true one woman, semi fertile quasi musical. When I was saying
It
that,
just rolls off your tongue. It's easy to say, right?
yeah.
Super catchy name, but it's on purpose.
Hey, so I was like I was like semi fertile quasi. I was like, yeah. And I said musical. I was like, that's serious, guys. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're talking right now. She is a one-woman comedic show. Okay. And it was premiered in November 2017, written, performed by Meirav. Okay. So it's legit,
Yes.
guys. We're gonna check out the YouTube trailer here in just a second. 5-star reviews from she's getting 5-star reviews all around, and she's been featured in Glamour magazine, podcast interviews, and just hit her up if you want to collab. Contact her at her website. That is MEIRAVZUR.com. That's MeiravZur.com.
Thank you. Yes.
Awesome. At the end, we'll play the YouTube trailer. That'll be super cool.
Cool.
Awesome, guys. So everybody's blowing you up right now. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Actually, through that trailer, you can get to the channel, but it's I don't think I have like a catchy name of my YouTube channel yet, but
I got it. I found it. I'm right here, right now.
All the stuff there. Yeah, little bits of the show and interviews and stuff.
Awesome. Let me bring it back up here. So that everybody can see it real quick. All right, guys. Inconceivable Show on the YouTube. I found it. Hit the subscribe button. Boom. We do it live.
Thank you.
We do it live right there. We hit the subscribe button. Guys, everybody go do that right now. Go check it out and then comment and like. And same as the Instagram, guys. Like, comment, share, save, and follow. That's what we do.
Awesome. Yes. In this case, doing that could also be very helpful for people that your listeners know. If I can tell you a little bit about the show, because it might be relevant for your listeners.
Please.
So it's kind of a different topic matter than you're probably used to, especially as a guy. But I'm sure you've read about it. But basically, the show is a comedy about infertility. And infertility is something that people don't usually talk about. It's basically when people are trying to have kids and they can't for whatever reason. And it's something that people don't talk about, obviously, just like, probably remember your sex ed classes when you were younger. They didn't really tell you everything that you probably needed to know. So it's the same thing. So with this show, that was basically my first show that I did by myself as a solo show, because I used to always be in a kind of an ensemble situation with other actors, like typical shows. So this was the first time that I was on my own, but it was also the first time that I was telling my own story, actually, because it's really my own story. But because infertility is a very sad and serious matter, I couldn't really talk about it. So the only way I found out that I could talk about it was when I gathered some friends around and I just said, okay, I'm going to say my story that I never talked to them about at all, that I've been experiencing for some years, but I told it to them through comedy, through funny characters and silly songs and things like that. And I thought it was going to be a one-night thing. And then they said, no, you have to do this into a real show, because they started talking about their own stuff that I didn't know about. And then we found out that we were a group of friends that didn't really know everything about each other, because no one really talks about this stuff. And you know how it is when, like, you're feeling, everyone's dealing with something. And a lot of people think they're the only ones, or they're alone, or no one will understand. And I learned through this also that not only was it a way for me to, talk about and release and whatever what I was experiencing, which I was sure I was the only one, but I found out that there were a lot of other people going through this stuff, and it's hard, and it's very isolating and frustrating and all the feelings. But when you see someone else going through it, you kind of say, oh, okay, I can do this, or oh, okay, I'm not the only one experiencing this, or and especially through comedy, it gets the ball rolling, and it breaks the ice much easier for people who've gone through it and for people that haven't and don't know anything about it, and now they do, because it's easier for them to learn about it. So that's basically the show. So for me, being here on the show with you is an honor, but also I count it as a great opportunity. If someone is listening and is experiencing something like this, or knows somebody that is experiencing something like this, maybe they can find a way to I don't know, go even to my Instagram and get a laugh, or get some information, or even connect with me and ask a question, or whatever it is. If it leads them to someone else somehow that can help them, that would be amazing, because that's definitely something that I didn't have when I was deep in going through that. So I'm happy that this is, that opportunity. So.
Yeah, no, that's super cool, super cool. And I can't wait to talk about, like, you just explained what the show was about,
Yeah.
and how you touch on that matter. And it's a matter that not a lot of people talk about, or
Right. Yeah.
And so
Because not a lot of people talk about things related to that. People don't talk about sex and all, and how to make babies. People don't really know. And don't know all the pathways there are to being families and parents, and there are nowadays many. And it's not an easy path, and it's not a linear path. It's sometimes like this, and if at all, if it even ends in babies, and even if there aren't, it's still considered a family, and and this is something also that affects everyone. It's not, it doesn't matter what race you are, what your background is, how rich or poor you are, how many siblings you had. It doesn't, it doesn't discriminate. This can affect anyone. So it's something that is really important, that should be talked about a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, and you said that your show is about 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's an hour of just silliness and seriousness all at once.
Wow. And so, wow. And when you do this, do you perform like in states, or what do you, yeah?
So I started this actually while I was living in Israel at the time.
Okay.
The show is in English, and I did it there. I ended up also performing it abroad. I performed it in off-Broadway in New York, and then I performed it in Atlanta. I performed it in many places, and then I was actually about to start a tour in the U.S.
Yeah.
and then in Europe, right on the weekend when everything shut down in the pandemic. Yep. So that's pretty much when everything kind of halted, and then I kind of made a switch to virtual shows.
Yeah.
But now hopefully it's coming back to in person slowly.
So yeah, no doubt. I'm so excited to talk about, you said you're about to do a tour, but then the situation came, and you're like, ugh. But then you know what? You adapted, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And you did the virtual now. And I think that is super cool, very inspiring, because you just were like, hey, that's not stopping me. I'm gonna learn another way. There's always another way. So I like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what we were, chatting about earlier with improv. Improvisation is like one of the basics that we use, like in theater, as actors. But I really believe in it as like something that you can use for life. And the basic concept of improvisation, in order to do it, which I'm sure you've seen, like Whose Line Is It Anyway, things like that, where people improvise. So those formats work if your basic concept of improv works, which is yes and. So basically you can adapt that for life. Like if you say yes in a scene, meaning if someone says, hey, let's get through this jungle, and you're like, we're not in a jungle, we're on a stage, you're kind of killing the scene. But if you go with it and you're like, yeah, let's cut through the leaves and let's, the scene goes along. And so the same as with life, when you're presented with an opportunity, and you're like, no, I can't do it, or you shut it down, or I'd rather not, or whatever, it's not going to take you anywhere. The scene dies, and it is where it is. But if you're presented with an opportunity, even though it may not seem like something you want to do, but you go with it, you go with the flow, and you're like, okay, yes, let's do it. Or, I don't know, you're doing your podcast and something goes wrong, and instead of saying, okay, we got to shut down, you're like, no, we'll keep doing it, saying yes. It gives you more. It keeps the scene rolling. It keeps life rolling. It keeps things going, and it takes you into other directions that maybe you didn't expect. So
yeah,
the whole yes concept is fabulous.
Yes concept. I get it. Yeah.
Yes, of course not. If it comes down to like, crystal meth and someone's offering you stuff, don't say yes, not that. But like, it's in general, when things seem like, when there's something, some sort of opportunity, it's always good to go with it and see the best in it, so that you can have the situation continue and flow.
More exposure, more experience, more knowledge, because you never know. Like you said, you can say yes, and then more opportunities will come, even though you're not, man, you don't even know. People be telling me, yo, you want to do this? I'm be like, I don't know nothing about this, but I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. One time, I was asked to be an open mic host for one of the hottest places in Denver, like if not one of the hottest places in Denver. And I said, yeah. And, but after 3 months, I think it was after 3 months or maybe like 6 months, I couldn't do it anymore. But you know what, me doing that, oh my gosh, just saying, they're like, do you want to be open? Or are you interested in being an open mic host for this place? I could have been like, no, because all this, like, oh, there's a lot of people, yada, yada, yada. But then I was like, yeah, I'm interested. And the next thing I know, like a couple of days later, like, hey, we would like to take you up on, if you want to do this, you get paid this, you'll have a free dinner, and then all you got to do is for 3 hours, and then like that. And it's cool because I could have I promoted all the time, but and I met a lot of people. But like, yeah, like just say, like, I said things to yes on things that I didn't even know, and it took me to great.
And those are usually the best kind, especially with like the people that you get to meet. Like, it may not be that actual thing that you said yes to that was important or useful, but everything around it could just influence everything, and like change like trajectories, and it's amazing. So, and just the fact that we met is that, because we were in a situation and we said yes, and we kind of said, hey, I don't really know you, but let's meet and let's talk, and that's why we're here, which is like awesome. So
super awesome. And the open mic would be going from 9 to almost 2 in the morning.
Wow.
And then I would wake up like 6 in the morning, 6:30 to get ready for work, because I worked at the bank, so I'd have to be there like at 8, so I'd wake up early. But to be honest, it was really cool. There'll be like almost 30 to 40 people signed up for this open mic. It was packed house.
And you probably saw some good stuff too. Like,
I saw some good stuff. I saw some trippy stuff.
That's awesome.
I like someone like ritually dancing on the stage. I'm like, is anybody seeing this right now?
It was open mic.
I know. It was like after midnight. And I was just like, what is going on? Am I seeing a ritual right now? And I'm looking around the whole place, and there was probably like 15 left in the room, but I was just like, oh my.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you never know about those open mics.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. And let's get straight to it. I got some questions here I can ask real quick. I know we've talked about that show, and you did the virtuals, and that's popping right now. And so do you have live shows kind of coming up, or just all virtual shows coming up?
For now, I do a lot of like private virtual shows, like people that are doing fundraisers, or they're kind of like closed shows, so they're not open to the public. So I don't advertise those, and I've been doing those a lot. if they're, for particular events or like, groups that want to have, this show. And I've been doing a lot of those, and I'm working on setting some dates that are in-person live shows for the summer.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. In Georgia?
In Georgia, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to the tour that was scheduled. So it'll be in other places in the US. Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. If you come
Yeah.
to Denver, let me know. I'll come.
Yes, I will.
Cool, cool. I got a question here.
Yeah.
Who was your, like, what influenced you to do this?
Oh my gosh. So specifically theater or Inconceivable?
You know what? Just being like having this cool mindset of just acting. Like who had influenced you to be acting, a comedian,
So
movie?
I've always loved it. Like I've always felt I was one of those kids, especially teenagers, that didn't fit in. And so theater was where I felt that I fit in, that it was always a place where it was a group of people that were all kind of different from each other, but we all accepted each other, and there's no judgment. And the whole concept of theater itself, and when you're acting and learning about characters, it's all of that. It's no judgment, and you learn a lot about people, and you learn about how people function, and why they do the things they do, and why they make the choices that they make. So it was just fascinating, and I love, like, fitting into that. And so I always wanted to do that. And then I just started when I went to start it, I did, and I liked it. So I just kept at it, and that's how I did it. And I just said, okay, I gotta just do this. This is what I want to do. When making, like, when you do live shows specifically, I've done screen work too, but with live shows and theater, I just love it more. The interaction you get with the audience, the energy, it's just like, it's something indescribable. You get that first laugh, and it's like, oh my God, I was able to make someone happy. Yay.
I get it. I would go perform. I'd perform almost three. I'd sometimes perform 3 nights in one night. 3 times in one night. I would perform like 4 or 5 times a week, and just being on that stage. And I was like, I was like serious mode. I'll be like, all right, I'm serious mode. I'm excited, but I'm serious. So I plug in my guitar, because I just sing and play guitar. Jump on the stage.
That's awesome.
Sing 2 things. I'd sing 2 or 3 songs. Depends how long I got a set, 20-minute set, 15-minute. But most of the time I'd be talking, because I just like, I'm just so confident on stage that I'll be just instead of like promoting my songs or singing or playing, I'll be promoting like my website, my podcast.
You should totally do that. You should turn all of your information into a musical.
I know. That's what I would hit the string, and I'd be like, yo, well, make sure you guys check out arielent.com. I got the merch there. And I would repeat that a lot. And so anyways, or I would talk a lot of crap. I'd be like, if anybody's looking for any, like, I'd be like, I wouldn't be having it, but I'd be like, if anybody's needs any drugs, hit me up. I'm right here. Catch me after the show. Like, but I didn't have any drugs, but like, I'd be talking a lot of crap.
That's awesome.
But like, I get it. Like, I'd play one song, and like, I'd get some of the crowd, or maybe whatever, right? And then I'd play another song, and then the crowd, like, it would be a cover or something, and the crowd would be super into it. And I'd be like, hey, that's like, I get it. It's like,
that's it. And like, if you've ever even talked to people that were in your crowd after, I always like to search for, like, if anyone's staying after, because it's interesting to me. Like, they'll tell you, they're like, oh my God, I was kind of like bummed today, and then I came to your show and you made me happy. It's like, that's like the best thing. Like, you change someone's day. That's awesome. So that's like, of course, it makes you want to do some more, and it's great.
It gets better than that. So I started carrying my merchandise in my car. And so because I would promote it all the time on stage, I would go see the people that I saw, like, watching me perform. And then I would see them after the show and be like, hey, thank you so much for listening, or thank you so much for watching me perform. And they'd be like, hey, you're great. And then sometimes they'd be like, hey, you just got to do better on this, which is cool. But and they'll be like, or hey, they'll be like, do you have a t-shirt? I heard you got t-shirts. I was like, dude, I got t-shirts. Which one do you want? Dude, one night, I performed like 10 minutes, but I sold like almost $40 of merchandise, because it was crazy. I didn't expect that. I was just like, guys, I got new t-shirts tonight. I'm going to be performing. Let me know if you're interested. And then, like, after I was performing, people were like, where's your, like, I got like 6 people that wanted a t-shirt. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
And I just performed for like 10 minutes.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. It's like people connect, and they can connect immediately and intensely. And it's just like, it's awesome.
Yeah, and I get that with your performances. So I think that's so cool what you're doing too. I think that's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's super cool. I'm, and when everything shut down, it was quite
I know. I know.
It's because it's like for anyone that does performances, it's a hard switch. Even when you switch virtually, it's not the same.
It's not the same. And get this, I totally get it, because I still get that, because I'm a huge performer in the summer. I'll be performing outside all the time, right? And then once it gets cold, like October, I get like, I keep looking at this weather, and I'm like looking outside. I'm like, it's gonna get better. It's gonna. Like, I keep thinking I'm gonna perform, and here I am, and I haven't performed for like a couple months because of the weather.
Yeah, it's like you have to go into like this hibernation. But on the plus side, it's an opportunity. If you go with the yes concept, it's an opportunity to do other things, to work on your craft, to develop other shows.
Woo-hoo!
So it's awesome. Yeah.
Yo, you're reading my mind right now. I get it, because that's what I'm saying. Because like when that happened and with the pandemic, whatever, and everything shut down, like that's how I feel. I'm just letting you know that's how I feel after the summer's ending. Because I'm like, oh, I feel it. Like I feel the, I feel that it's not, no, the performances are gonna ending outside. Like that gets me hard. I'm an outside person. I'm a sun person, so it gets me pretty good.
How are you living though in Colorado? How have you not moved to, like, I don't know, Tahiti?
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, you know what? It's like for 3 months, it's really cold from like 50s to like 0. It's only for like that for 3 months, but after that, it's like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 60s to 100s after that.
That's good.
But there's 3 months where it's just cold.
Right. Yeah, well, times for like, hibernation and self-work, and then you're ready to go at it again. Build the energy up, and you go at it again.
You got it.
Like, maybe it was designed that way, in a way. So
yo, you got exactly what I'm saying, because I've been just practicing with my vocals, my guitar, learning new songs, and then doing more podcasts. So yeah.
If I'm in Colorado, I'm not kidding. We have to collaborate and do some sort of song or show together. Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah. I'd love to open up for you. Like if you need like a one.
No, yeah, but we can also do something together. Like, I don't know, you'll do some sort of guitar stuff, which I don't know how to do. And I'll like improvise some weird rap stuff. I don't know.
Sounds good. That's easy. I do that all the time. I'll be playing on the streets. People will come up and be like, hey, can I sing on your mic? I'll be like, go for it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll let them. Yeah. And then I'll play a guitar thing behind them, or they'll be like, do you know this song? I'll be like, all right, let's do it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I get it. I do it all the time. Let's go with the next question here. Cause man, time's flying by. My producer's telling me we got like 10 minutes left. I'm like, what? But
okay, super speed.
Yeah, it's going crazy right now. Here we go. Oh yeah, here's a good one. What have you learned this is a good one. What have you learned so far since you started this amazing project in 2018? What would you tell yourself what you know now than what you would tell yourself when you're beginning?
Keep going, keep yesing. Because when I first did it, before it was even a show, I didn't think it was going to be anything. I didn't think anyone would see interest in it. And it has kind of like gone on to things that I didn't even expect, because that one night that I, finally shared my story and found a way to do it in a comedic way led to an actual show, which then led to more shows, which led me, then I found myself, in off-Broadway, New York. And then I found myself, in all these like crazy interviews and all these, I didn't even think that it would get there. But the most important part was I found all these people that were experiencing stuff that I was experiencing, or new people that were experiencing. They were like, our cousin we didn't even know what she was going through, or our daughter, or we didn't know, and they were just so thankful to be aware of that. So the people I got to meet is just amazing. And the support, for just that is amazing. And also probably one of the main things is, keep going. And also everyone's got a story. And that's fascinating. It's just so interesting, and to learn about people, and
Yep.
it's mind-blowing how you can just get to know so many cool things about people. So
That's what I'm saying. Like I got to stop talking because I just want to keep asking you questions because it's just
no problem.
because I just want to because I want to get to know you more, and we already almost have an hour past this, so it's crazy. Like how like what you said is it's cool to learn about people, and I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's a great answer right there. I'm gonna go with the next question here. Next question is what's your favorite kind of hobbies besides doing this acting, doing being a producer,
Oh my gosh. So I love it. So it's hard to say what hobbies, because I love all that. I love performing and
yeah, I
creating
know,
everything
right?
related to that. So it's hard to find anything else. But I do love, and this, I guess it's also connected, but I love drawing. I draw a lot. I'm not great at it, but I love like sketching stuff. I do incorporate that into my shows when I can, or into my promo stuff, whatever. I sketch. I have this thing, you can see it on my Instagram. I have these like doodles that I sketch about me and other like celebrities that have come out about their infertility stuff. So it's like me hanging out with them and like talking about regular stuff. So because I haven't met them, but that's a way of me taking a picture with them in a way, as if I draw it. So like, I have that, and I have like all these other like little doodles that I do. So I love that. And I love just like, seeing new places and nature and the beach. Like that's my favorite stuff to do. So.
Wow. So tell me about the beach. Is that like a good, like certain cool beaches in the summer?
Not certain. I mean, again, when I was in Israel, I would go to the beach a lot. I just love, the whole thing of being there, and the waves are just calming, and you get to like, sink into that squishy sand. And it's just like, it's calming and it's cool. And there's that smell of like, I don't know, saltwater fish, whatever you want to call it. It's like that.
I understand I get it.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's awesome. And of course, beach is usually summer and heat and sun and fun, and like it's just like it's just a happy kind of vibe. So I love it.
Hey, so what was I gonna say? How far do you live from a beach?
Oh my gosh. So now I think I'm like 4-hour drive from a beach. And I don't know if it's great. It's not like a sandy tropical beach, but we can travel nowadays easier than thousands of years ago. So it's doable.
Would you say like an hour away?
No, now I'm like a 4-hour drive away.
Whoa.
But with a flight, you can fly to somewhere, anywhere, with the beach. So it's not too bad.
That's cool. All right.
But no beaches in Colorado.
No, but we do got the mountains. And you know what? When I go to the beach, though, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a different type. I can just feel a replenish. I feel.
Oh yeah, it's a different type of vibe. Yep. It's like, and you have, like, when you're at the beach, you also have to, you kind of have to be barefoot, and that whole thing when you're in the sand and the water, and it's just, there's something about that whole vibe. So it's cool. I love it.
I believe in energy. I believe in auroras. I believe in frequencies, high frequency, low frequency. And when you go to the beach, I feel like our aurora is getting renewed. I feel like our frequency is just, because when I get to the beach, I'm like, whoa, like my heart's pounding. Like I'm just super excited. And so some energy is going crazy.
It's awesome. And the beach during the day is different than the beach at night in the dark, and the beach at sunrise and the beach at sunset. It's a different vibe each time. And it's like, it's super cool. I think it's that. It's what you said. It's the tides, it's the moon, it's the gravity, it's everything's like happening there. It's like, you're kind of connected from one edge of a continent to another somewhere in the world. It's cool. So.
Yeah. So when you come to the mountains over here, I don't know if you know about this, but there's like, the mountains are like continental divides are hitting each other.
Yeah.
That's what's trippy. That trips me out right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The mountains, it's also pretty cool. Although that's kind of like, it can seem maybe daunting if you're like at a certain area, right? Like it's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, when you go into the mountain towns at nighttime, it's just like it's it's like dark.
Yeah, that's dark, right? Dark in the mountains is dark.
Dark, and I'm like, man, I'm staying inside. Yeah,
but you could probably see like the stars really well, and so that's a really big plus. Like that's cool.
That is correct. That is correct. Man, you're killing it today, Rob. Gosh. All right.
I'm just yesing it. I'm just yesing it, man. Just like you.
It's killing
you yes it, then it's like it just goes with the flow.
Hey, I like that. Like that. I got one final question.
Yeah.
Producer's finally telling me, yo, we're doing this to me. I don't know what that. I'm telling him I don't know what that means. I'm gonna ignore him. might fire him too. So here we go. Let me bring up the last question. But before I do that, I want everybody to see your credentials one more time here. We'll do it real quick here. Let me bring it up. Oh yeah, we got the YouTube video. I gotta tell my boy, we're gonna be here. We'll be clocking out here in about 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Guys, this is the Instagram Go Blow Up Meirav. Her Instagram handle is Inconceivable Show. Inconceivable Show. Inconceivable Show. That's her Instagram. Blow it up. Hit the link. Once you hit the link, it's gonna take her to her website. And then you can check out her YouTube trailer, which we will check out. And then you can check her YouTube channel, Inconceivable Show. Inconceivable Show. Hit the subscribe button like your boy did. All right. And we're all on the same harmony. All right. All right. I'm gonna bring up the trailer here, and then everybody can see where they follow you. And then I got one last question here. So let's see the YouTube video. I'm gonna bring it up here.
Everything you will see tonight is completely true. We're going to talk about sex.
What?
First, we take some tests. Well, not we, you. Well, not you too, just you, the woman. What to do? Women have all the machines.
הצגה מצוינת, היא בהחלט מבטאת מה שחווים בערך 150,000 זוגות במדינת ישראל כשהם עוברים טיפולי פוריות.
The show was fantastic. It was hilarious. It surpassed actually my expectation.
Side effects include fatigue, nausea, changes in complexion, and complete insanity.
זה היה מאוד אמיתי.
מאוד תופס בביצים, סליחה על הביטוי.
בביציות.
בביציות.
Bunch of people I don't even know. And here we are.
That's what I'm talking about. That is awesome. Let me exit out of here real quick if I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, that's not what I'm doing.
Escape.
I know, that's what I like to push, and sometimes it does other things. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't push it so many times. All right, so everybody, we saw the YouTube channel. Go check her out. You saw all the reviews. You saw the critics. You saw everybody laughing. She has a great smile when she's on stage. She's killing it. Wow, that's awesome, Meirav. That is super cool. One last question before you dip out. I know you're busy. Here we go. What advice do you have for anyone going through a tough time?
Just keep going. Know you're not alone, even if you feel alone. And just find something that can center you, someone that can be there for, as a center, and know that for everything that anybody experiences, there is at least one other, usually much more person, but much more people out there that have experienced it and are there, and you can connect with, even if you don't know them. So just, keep at it, keep going, even though it doesn't seem like it. I'm sure that if I said that to myself a few years ago, I would have also maybe laughed at my face, but it's true. It's something you just gotta keep at it, and everything will be okay.
I get it. I wake up every morning and I just say, thank you, God, for this morning. Thank you, God, for these amazing opportunities and miracles today you bring me today. That's all I say, and I just thank him. And I get it. I got you right here, what you said. You're not alone. Find something or someone that can center you and keep going and keep at it.
Yep.
Love it. Hey, yo, Meirav, I want to say thank you so much for being on the show. Huge applause to you. You came in, you did an amazing job. I can't wait to drop this. Is there
Thank you.
anything else you want to say before you jump off?
I just want to say thank you again for having me on here. Ariel, you're awesome. Your energy is amazing. It's so cool to hang out with you and talk with you. And I'm so glad we met and got to do this. And I'm thankful, and I'm hoping that, your everything you're doing, I'm sure, is helping people somehow that I don't even think and we may not be able to name it now, but it's happening. I feel it and I know it, and I'm happy to be part of it. I'm honored that you let me be part of it. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm grateful we met too, and I'm grateful we collaborated. And once this drops, I'll send you the audio and video links, and we'll share it to the world.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
You and I both. God bless. Take care.
You too.
Thank you again. You're more than welcome to jump off anytime. I'm about to do the closing credits. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That was Meirav. She came and killed it. I am so grateful for this episode, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Shout out to all the millions and millions of listeners listening right now and watching right now and tuning in right now. Tell your friends and family, arielent.com. The credentials are down below, the Venmo, the PayPal, the links for the love donations, guys. So thank you so much. I think that is it. I'm telling DJ to get the track ready, and he better get the track ready, because if he don't, he ain't getting no dinner tonight. All right. arielent.com, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, 5-star review on the podcast and on Spotify and Apple, guys. 5-star review. Thank you guys so much. God bless. Here we go. DJ, drop the track. Cool. Meirav, thank you again. You did it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Keep kicking butt. Come to Denver. I'm gonna keep watch your improv.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna tell you.
When I come out to Georgia, I'll hit you up.
Yes, do.
All right. God bless. Take care.
Bye, you too.
Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, arielent.com, available on all podcast platforms. You already know how we do. Blow it up, guys. God bless. You already turned up. I can feel it. I feel the energy. I am so grateful for every single listener. I'm grateful for every single person that's taking their time out their day to watch my episodes, to watch my music. Thank you guys for booking me online. I do performances on voicemails, guys. I've gone voicemail style now. I do no stages no more. I do voicemails. arielent.com. Boom.